Jay Locey, former Linfield coach, former Oregon State assistant under Mike Riley, now at Division III Lewis and Clark, joining us now. You get to play against Linfield College this weekend.
I do.
Mixed feelings there? Mixed feelings?
Well, you try to wrap your brain around it since took on this position. But what I really feel it is there's a proverb somewhere that says iron sharpens iron. Just like a good friend sharpens one another and makes them better. And so that's how I'm taking it on. They're going to sharpen us, I know, and we hope we can sharpen them up a little bit too, but that's how I'm taking it on. It's not really mixed feeling. It's kind of fun. I love Joe, what he's been doing. Doug Heyer, Jackson Vaughn, Ad Rutschman, great people there, and they're doing a great job with the program. So fun to compete with them. Before
we get too deep into the football, let's talk for a second about Umpqua Community College in Roseburg and yesterday. And I know that reaches all parts of this state and beyond, people nationally talking about it. What was the reaction you had? And Jay, how the heck do we stop things from like this happening again and again?
That's a big time question, isn't it? How do you figure that out? I don't know. You listened to TV last night, gun control. I'm not sure, but awfully hard. We had a member on our team from Roseburg, and so he was impacted heavily because of it. So I don't have an answer. I really don't. You wish you did.
You talk to your team about it, or is that something where you just shake your head and go, that's just so sad?
Well, we talked to them about it, and we basically just talked in regards to our one player that is from Roseburg, and just talked about thoughts and prayers be with this. And I think we were still figuring things out, and what happened and how it came about. So,
Jay Locey is our guest. He is the coach at Lewis and Clark. You had a home opener against Claremont Mud Scripps. You've got Northwest Conference play starting this weekend against Linfield. What'd you learn in the opener that maybe you didn't know?
Well, we had 35 new kids join our program with 35 other kids. So the home opener, we had about 3 weeks of practice with each other. So we figured each other out there versus Claremont, I think. And we were probably a little timid is what I would say. We just played a little timid. We played Pomona the next week, and I thought we attacked them pretty good. We were more aggressive, played more confidently, and I thought we handled that pretty good. So we've had a bye week. So I think we're learning a little bit more who we are and how to grow. And I think the nice thing is we've grown every week, and so this will be a good week for us to start with and to conference with. Find out how we match up.
When you're jumping into a program like Lewis and Clark, you've seen that level of football at its highest level. How far away are you from that? Is it light years from winning a national championship to barely competing, or are there different steps and different levels?
I think for sure there's different steps, and I wouldn't say light years at all. We've got some pretty special kids on our team. Absolutely do. C.J. Appleton is a young man that played at Oregon State. I don't know if you heard his story, but C.J. is flipped his life around. He plays basketball for our basketball team and was a leading rebounder, I believe, for the team, but outstanding human being. And again, flipped his life from some rough times. But he's 30 years old. He's Ryan Gunderson's age, and they both went to Central Catholic.
Wow.
But he's a great team leader. He's a great human being. I think he's a pretty special player, And he's 6'3.5", 6'4", and 240. A heck of an athlete and a great leader. So I think we've got some kids. Obviously, need a lot more. We've got 70. Most teams in our league are going to have, somewhere between over 100 players, and so we'd like to get to 90 to 100 kids. At some point, we're hoping to get about 35 kids, nice thing is we've got kids that are smart and strong academically and intrinsically motivated. So it's really been a fun blend. So I don't think we're light years behind. I think we're a pretty good starting point, and that's what we think we are as a startup company. And we'd like to see ourselves a little bit like Nike, a startup and then take off. So
your quarterback, Nico Fortino, we went to the same high school, so
no.
I'm looking at him and I'm going, of course he's a Fortino because there's Fortinos all over that part of California. But
yeah.
What kind of player is he? And I know he's had some other stops. And are you looking for kids like that have maybe been somewhere else and it didn't work out?
Well, the neat thing about Nico, we didn't have a quarterback. I don't know if you knew that. So we came in the spring. We had a little bit of opportunity to do a little bit of spring ball. We moved a wide receiver to quarterback just so we could run an offense. Jim Nagel is our offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, and a former legend from Ashland. And anyway, we got Nico, and the neat thing about Nico, he shows up at August, but he's got some experience. So he went to Diablo Valley Community College down in California, and then he went to Southern Arkansas State. So he's got some experience, got some savvy, and he's played the game. And then everybody else on our quarterback squad were freshman kids, and so he gives you a little bit of experience and savvy and moxie, and he's a heck of a competitor. Love what he's doing, and so we feel good about him and his leadership. And again, we're kind of learning who's our go-to guys. What can we do with him? What can we do with our receivers? What can we do with our backs? And so I think we're starting to obviously grow and learn. You do that every game. So
we're talking to Jay Locey, Lewis and Clark football coach here on 750 The Game. Your time at Oregon State with Mike Riley, I know that you and he are close. What did you see there, and were you surprised that he left, or did you kind of feel like he had another challenge left in him?
Well, I think everybody was kind of surprised, the way that all came about. It was, he was leaving for recruiting on a Monday, is my recollection, after the Oregon game.
Yeah.
Left the office, and boom, he's going to be gone for a while. Well, he showed back up on, I think it was a Thursday morning, and it was kind of weird. Why is Mike here? And then you found out, a little bit later. But, I think it was surprising. I just think he felt like, boy, here's an opportunity where I can take off. They for sure want me and want me here at Nebraska. An opportunity to kind of just kickstart some stuff and try some new things. And so I think he felt good about that part. I think it was challenging a little bit. I mean, the things some people were grumbling here and there, probably the Oregon State thing, and so here's an opportunity just to start over. So I think he thought, well, this might be kind of a good opportunity for a lot of people. They're
calling it a new era of Lewis and Clark football with all the new players and you there. Does it feel new when you look around?
Yeah, it does. Of course, I don't know anything else. So but I tell you what's been fun, John, is Shana Levine, athletic director, has been unbelievably supportive. Barry Glassner, our president here, has been unbelievably supportive. They said that in the job interview, and heck, we've been on the roll for about 8 months now, and 9 months, and they've been great and been super. So everything that they've said they would do, they've done. We've got a really good staff, and allow us to work, roll up our sleeves, and recruit good kids. And so it's been great. I feel real good about that part. The kids have been awesome, and just felt welcomed. So,
all right. So for people who want to come out to the game and check out Lewis and Clark football, we're talking about a 1:00 game, and tickets available.
Tickets are available, absolutely. Right. And so I don't know what they are, but they're somewhere around $10, I think, is what they are. So, and I think I'm just getting a handwritten note here at lcpioneers.com. You can order them. You can order them there. But we'd love to have people there, and it should be a great game. Linfield, of course, is established, and we're up and coming, and going to play hard for 60 minutes, and I think it should be a fun deal.
All right. So I love on your website, by the way, lcpioneers.com. You can go there if you're a prospective student athlete, and you can fill out a questionnaire if you're interested in playing or becoming a Pioneer. It's got financial aid, everything that they need to know, including contacting coaches. Are you reliant upon that for people to get in touch with you if they're interested in playing, or how much recruiting and how often do you get out during the season?
We get out most every Friday night, and that's the neat thing about Portland. I mean, it really is. You can get to a game and, a couple of games. You're 15 minutes away from Jesuit. You're 15 minutes away from West Lynn. You're Lake Oswego is about 5 minutes away. So it's pretty cool. Grant High School and et cetera. So it's everything close. And we've got a pretty good staff of people. We've got a group on our staff about 15 kids. When I say kids, 15 coaches, and so we're trying to be aggressive and get out and about, and it's been good. That is helpful, the website, but again we're probably more reliant upon being aggressive at it and trying to reach out to coaches, and we go to all states. We've got some kids from Texas, we've got some kids from Minnesota, and so Wyoming, and so we're working, scratching all ends of the earth to find some really good football players.
Jay Locey, Lewis and Clark, good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it.